You want to know how an emotion becomes an identity? So when we talk about avoidance and how avoiding your emotions is avoiding yourself, because when you avoid how you feel, you're avoiding the act of just you feeling that way, because it's like, oh, I don't want to. But in reality, what you're doing is identifying with said feeling, as opposed to just feeling it and releasing it, because there's shame behind doing that. Because throughout history, our ancestors were not allowed to express, and we brought that, throughout our families and things like that. Certain things happen, and you feel as if you can't express yourself how you feel, and you feel like you gotta hide the reality of things to, for the safety of everybody else around you. You know what I mean? And we fail to understand how much betrayal that is, not just to us, but to those around us. And how it keeps, this quote-unquote curse going. Because what are we truly addressing if we're not addressing what is needed to be addressed in that self at its depth, and what's causing the avoidance? Why do I feel this way? And really exploring that feeling and where it comes from, understanding where it comes from, that it's a part of you, that part of you is okay, reminding you that the part of you is safe, regulating that part, integrating that part, and then, healing from it. It's a process. But like I said, we get stuck in the bypassing of it, and the bypassing a lot of the times is being stuck in the feeling. We don't move beyond it. We get stuck in the blame. We get stuck in the guilt. We get stuck in the shame. We get stuck in the trust issue, the betrayal. We don't see it as, oh, yes, this hurt me and I need to heal, and then I need to grow from it, because that's what this brought me. It was a situation that came in my life to open up a part of me to lead me into another direction, into a new lane that's gonna, expand my capacity and expand my level of deeper self-acceptance within, because I'm accepting the fact that I do feel, it's okay that I feel, it's okay that I have to heal, it's okay that these are things that I have to do. After understanding that for a very long time, that was something that we were told was, absolutely not okay. Like, you have to just keep going. You don't have to do any of that. Like, why? And it's like, that's the reason why we are asking why we are not moving forward, or why we are not excelling in certain areas. And it's because we are not addressing the self at its depth. And that's doing the work and really doing it and getting through it. And understanding that, healing is not linear, but you don't have to always be on this cycle. It's okay to feel, heal, and move on. Feel, heal, move on. That's what it is. But like I said, we have to understand that feelings and emotions are intelligence, and there are insights. They are not identities. They don't belong. They just notion things inside of you to activate and trip and move through, and like I said, help you expand in your capacity to move forward within this life, to advance. Because, you start off as a baby, you have to grow. And in order to grow, you have to learn things. You have to fall, you have to crawl, you have to fall, you have to bump your head, cry, blah, but you keep going. Yeah, and it takes time. Speaking of time, understanding that the illusion of time is in the pace. Because the present and what you create around the present, that's very, very, very real. And those are moments in time that we do create through discipline. And I think a lot of the times in spirituality, we forget how important discipline is in order to evolve. You know what I mean? You have to have that balance. And even in time, there's like I said, the polarity of the illusion of time, as in there is no sudden destination. It's the journey. But the discipline and how you develop yourself within a journey is important, and time is within that. You know what I mean? But not time in a human sense, but time in a like, I have to create this devotional manner within myself to create this momentum to do what it is that I need to do to fulfill this purpose that I have. You know what I mean? As I'm rhyming up that mountain, I hear angels applaud. The stars align, it's where my time and it could never